Eles não.
Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Gators will put total weather to crank us up. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Wants to fire on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Seminoles.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give to the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college. Didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Swanky, Tim Tebow, Danny Werkle, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the lone running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. I'm like, I got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nice move there. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Still an attack principle. Never let it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Using the quick game. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Oh, turn here. Hey, turn throw with Timothy. You know,
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wants to throw on third down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And they will score! Touchdown, no! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on the third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Raymond. Turns it on at midfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gators are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Turning it on! And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't foul, we didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They got Buddy Gunn as my song.
Down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up
Yes,
that
the
first
nigga
down.
who played Old Sandy.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on second down. He's got him. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. A designed run for the quarterback. And he
Hey, look at Fish.
Makes this quarterback so
Forgot his name. That boy Fish. Whatever the fuck.
Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. We saw it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
All the black country people.
And it's up and good as they
Oh, y'all doing the whole move. Don't do no shit like this. Don't do no shit like this and then not give these niggas an award. This shit gonna piss me off.
And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown.
They did this to what's the Wizard of Oz shit? You know what I'm talking about.
Looks like he's gonna bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a
Fine, like, you know, I wrote that.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really
I
have
love
the ability
the
to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work.
I ain't worried about that.
They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. Something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up, was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. And some room to work. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time it's complete. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
That's shit.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw it. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Looking for the goal line. And he'll take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd.
All my closing and
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top.
ooh, you was right there, my boy.
Wide open downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll try to run it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
That is how you form tackle. Put your head on him, bring your feet, get him to the ground. That's how you create those little birdies that fly over people's heads when they're running with the football, and you can see them getting woozy. What a great stick by the linebacker.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and his defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Using sophisticated AI software, Ncaa Crossroads preserves only the most visually interesting parts of the game.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Enjoy all the imagined classics, like 2 Angry Men and On Fat Island. All these greatest movies, made smaller and taller, all thanks to Ncaa Crossroads. Oh, and one more thing. I've told you one message.
I'm not supposed to know who that is.
First snap of the drive from the 25.
It's time to introduce the next
Quarterback making adjustments.
We have a please.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
Why.
Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Yeah, girl. Feel like she dressed you personally, bitch.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Gators are in the hurry up.
single pair of sun-fitness eyeglasses, reflects the dramatic pieces that really provide a lot of concept. Or,
Second down, he'll throw it.
and lost. In 16
He
seconds.
rifles one deep to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And say the most important people impacted will be good. Well, then looks, Anna? Just curious.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Now the play fake. Looking left. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. He probably had a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Going to swing it on second down. Bring in the heat. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football coming out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Off play action. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time. And an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Pressure coming. Unleashes one. Finds the big tight end. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling
the snap to the up man. They'll fake it. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Raymond. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front.
I'm about to begin more than the field. Where you at?
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
This quarterback, part of their running game. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Working that left side now. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the defense bringing the heat, too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
Touchdown Seminoles! And that one will put them up here in the second half. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Research Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 11 over Texas Tech. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive wants to throw.
I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Going for the big play. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Quickly out to the tight end. On the move at the 30. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate.
Where the lot? What the?
Lowers those pads. And he's run out of bounds.
Ooh, they ain't gonna send shit tonight.
They keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, one of the best
Oh, what?
compliments you can pay a running back is they get
He
stronger
just
as
had
the
a big
game
butt.
goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the fourth quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out. Still running strong.
Touchdown, Knowles! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Sure.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Leaves it with the back.
Hey, what's your block?
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Yeah, in this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of
going
points
on
here.
there.
We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have
That was a good
turned
read.
these lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find
I'm
ways
tripping.
to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Looking to buy time. Going right and going deep. Ball's in the deep ball. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Get down, fat boy.
Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
All right. Blessed be the fruit. All right, y'all. Still no
Guys, here comes that
defense.
Florida State offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I
Bobby
can't
Boucher,
Yeah, and David, I don't
earn
think they
your
have
check,
to
man.
reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Fires to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Lets it fly.
Terrible.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The give to the tailback. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Quarterback keeps it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Yeah.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts,
tackle him all the way up to the
power read, and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Running back searching for a hole. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched.
Yeah, that was my
Another interception. That's number Number 17 on the year. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it
That's
into the end
tough.
zone.
I'm mad as shit if I won
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
We're late in the game now. You've got the lead. You want to run the football. If you can generate a few first downs running the ball now, you can take these seconds and bleed them right off the clock to win.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Quick timeout called by the defense,
That's
stopping
crazy.
the
2 people
clock
won.
to save
That's
as much
nuts.
time as possible for their offense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes it between
cut the lights off.
and that will extend their lead even further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather.
I love it.
Looks like he's going to bring it out.
I love it when they be fucking
Stopped
up.
at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
They about to put a clock on them niggas. They said, fuck the clock, turn the lights off.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down.
Right, I'm like,
He
what the
just
hell?
couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We
So they cut the
know
lights
this
off.
defense has gotten home to him multiple
This was
times
funny.
in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down.
Oh, they retracted the mic too.
shot.
Oh,
And he
what a way to go out.
another interception, his third one of the night.
Damn, you hit him soft as shit.
He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after
That's
that
after lose to
interception.
scrub every once in a while.
Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes
He loses to a scrub once in a while.
They just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win,